Evening, everybody. We're live in the pits of Motorcast. This is your host, Dave. On the line with me, I got John Hale. Hey, John, how are you tonight?
Hey, doing great, Dave. It's great to be back on the show.
Welcome back. So you had a big weekend last weekend.
Had a great weekend here in our home state, down in San Antonio. We runnered up against Paul Romine. Also, we were down there promoting our Best of Texas brand of barbecue sauce, so it was a great weekend.
Now, how'd you run up there?
You know, we didn't really knock them dead on the EP slips, but the track, the right lane has a pretty good bump in it, about half track, and so you got to deal with that bump. Our best run was a 6:02. Now, Paul Romine had a 5:89, and he had lane choice, so going into the final, he put us in the right lane with the bump, which wasn't a factor because we spun the tires before we got to that bump, and he went on for the win. But still a great weekend. We figured out some motor issues that we had. Didn't really hurt any motor parts all weekend. We put 2 pistons in the car for 4 runs. So, you know, we're happy to come back without any hurt parts, and the runner-up's okay in our home state.
That's good. So was this the first run of the season for the car?
No, we did the March meet in Bakersfield the first part of March. So, you know, we've had a little time off to recoup and go through our parts and go through some other things. And, you know, I think it paid off for us.
How'd the car run up in Bakersfield?
Car ran great in Bakersfield, but it was hard on parts. Our best run was a 5:57. We ran a 63, a 66, a 79. And then their second round against our opponent, we got in some oil from a car that had run in our lane previous run, and it's on the tires, and we lost that round. So we went home with a bunch of broken stuff. We had some oiling problems, some tune-up problems, and we think we've got all those issues worked out now. So we got good oil pressure. Motor seems happy. So we'll sneak back up on the tune-up. Our next track is in Cedar Falls, and it's not the best of tracks either for traction. So we'll be limited on how much we can turn it up for that track. But we got another month off with the nostalgia car before next race. I'll be in Verona back in the big car weekend at the 3:30 shootout with Del Worsham and Gary Densham. I'm looking forward to that.
Now you looking to get the Texan car back up in the 5s again?
Oh, yeah, we'll be back up in the 5s. We got 2 races this summer up in Martin, Michigan, and that's just an excellent track. We always run good there. It's always good air, good traction. So, yeah, we'll definitely be back in the 560s when we get to Martin.
Now, are you still racing for Jim Dunn, or you're not no more?
Decision not to race again this year. I'm building a hangar for my airplanes, my racing team, and I just need to spend more time at home, so I wanted to focus on doing that, and I couldn't do the big show and my car and the hangar all at once, so I stepped back this year, and I want to focus on doing some things around here, and that includes promoting my barbecue sauce.
And so who do you have driving now, Jim Campbell?
Jim Campbell, yeah, is driving the car. He's doing a job. This is really his first as a full-time pro. And I've been keeping up with him. We talk on the phone and try to give him some guidance and prevent him from making some of the mistakes that I made. So he's perceptive and listens, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Jim Dunn isn't the easiest guy to work for, so I'm trying to, help him there in that department with this relationship with Jim as well as driving the car.
Right. That's good. So what was your fondest memory racing for Jim?
Say that again, Dave. You broke up.
So what was your fondest memory of driving for Jim?
The 395 was pretty good event. Going to the final at the Gator Nationals in 2015 would probably be the highlight of driving for him. We ran Ron Capps and came real close to winning that race there. So that's one of my fondest memories, and probably one of my biggest regrets is not winning that race. But anytime you get in one of those cars and drive for a legend like Jim Dunn, it's a good thing. Learned a lot from him about driving the car, tuning the car. He's been racing fuel cars for over 60 years. So if he tells you something, it's probably right.
Right. So now I was talking to someone recently. They were saying that the Top Fuel funny cars are different than the nostalgic ones. They're a lot more, a lot more header flames come out and all that stuff. They're a lot more powerful.
About the only thing the same between a nostalgic funny car and the big car is they smell the same. The big cars are hard to drive. You have to be on top of them the whole run. They're trying to always plant the right rear and go to the left, so you've got to get on them quick and steer them back in the groove, or you're going to drop cylinders. Then later with these laid-back headers, they're even harder to drive down track because the front end gets light. If you don't have that car in the groove when that clutch locks up, it's pretty much going to go wherever it's pointed. So you better have it pointed to the finish line. So the big cars, yeah, they're a handful. The nostalgic cars demand respect, but they're a lot more forgiving on steering and going straight.
Now, when you drove for Jim, did you only drive the Hubert's Lemonade car, or you drove other cars too?
Say that again?
I said, when you were driving for Jim Dunn, did you only drive the Hubert's Lemonade car, or you drove some other cars?
I drove, I think, 7 different cars for him 1 year. That included the Hubert's Lemonade car, the Alberto car, the Aloe car, USD car. We had quite a few sponsors. It takes a lot of money to run those cars. John Dunn is outstanding at finding that money. So, heck yeah, we'll change that body and put a different body on it for a new sponsor at any race.
Yeah. So what was the quickest run time you had with Jim Dunn?
Quickest run was the 395. I believe that was Seattle, 2016. Fastest run, I want to say, would probably be Indy. I think I ran just shy of 320. I mean, just like 319.98.
Now,
these guys are flying now. This past weekend, Topeka, 338. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty damn fast. So now with the nostalgia car, do you have any sponsors?
I do. I have CP Pistons, Mickey Thompson Tires, Car Wrap City. I have Titanium, Cleveland Bearings, Red, Pro Bell. toppings. Also sponsoring it with my barbecue sauce, Best of Texas barbecue sauce.
Right. Well, go ahead and promote your barbecue sauce. Tell everyone how they can get it and all that stuff.
Sure. You can go to my online store at www.bestoftexasbbqsauce.com. You can also find it at amazon.com. Give it a try. It's just what the name says. It's Best of Texas. It's got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of smoke with a little spicy finish. Anybody that tries it just loves it. So go online, buy some, check it out.
So you sell it in the little jars, and you got the 1 gallon things too, right?
Yeah, I'm out of the 1 gallons right now. I'm going to be using up my jars and making a new batch, and I'll have plenty of gallon containers. But right now I'm limited to the 16-ounce jars, and you can buy them in twin packs, or you can buy them by the case.
Now, when did you first come out with this barbecue sauce?
You know, I've been selling this barbecue sauce for about 5 years, and I sold it under John Hale Racing Texas Nitro Barbecue Sauce. And I want to try to get the sauce in the grocery stores, so I changed the name to more of a shopper-friendly name. I didn't want people not to buy it because it implied that it would burn your mouth with the nitro name.
Right.
So we changed the name to Best of Texas, and I think it suits it. I think it suits the flavor.
So people that live out in Texas, they can buy it out in the stores?
Anybody can buy it. Yeah, we'll ship anywhere. Right now we're just online. We're working on getting it in the stores, but not yet. Once we get it in the stores, hopefully you can go to your local store and pick it up and save the shipping.
Now, you also sell them at your events too, don't you?
Yes, we've always taken it to the racetrack and sold it out of our trailer with our merchandise.
Yeah, because I did see you at a special for the event, like $5 last weekend, I believe.
Yes, yeah, it's $5 at our trailer, and we recommend you pick up a shirt and a jar of sauce, and that's $20 well spent.
Right. So do you have your own schedule for the year yet, or you're still waiting on some other events?
No, we have our schedule on my racing site, johnhaleracing.com, under schedules. You can go on there and see where we're going to be throughout the year. It's posted and it's current. So go there and check it out and come see us at a racetrack near you.
Now, how many other events did you say you had, like 3?
I think we have 5 more races coming up, including one here in Texas called Funny Car Chaos. It's going to be at Denton Racetrack, which is North Star Raceway. And it's going to be kind of a neat event. There's no rules. Just any funny car can compete. It's an 8th-mile race, 16-car field. Looking forward to that.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be nostalgia funny car?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's no rules. So, it's going to be, it's not going to be heavily prepped track, so you bring a big show car and get on it, it's probably going to spin the tires.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun time.
Looking forward to it.
And then the other events, where are they all again?
We got 2 in Martin, Michigan, and 1 in Cedar Falls coming up here in July. We'll also be in Tulsa, I think in early September. Then late September we'll be at the Funny Car Chaos race. And then we have the October Hot Rod Reunion in Bakersfield, California.
Now, if people go on the Facebook fan page, the John Hale Racing, can they see the schedule on there too?
You know, there is a schedule on there, but I think it's probably buried. The best thing to do is go to John Hale Racing. On my John Hale Racing Facebook page, you can go there and go directly to schedules and get the current schedule.
Okay. So do you ever plan on going back to any Top Fuel racing again?
Well, you know, I'm kind of having fun doing what I'm doing. I drove Steve Kluger's car in Las Vegas earlier this year. We didn't qualify, but, you know, it keeps me current in the car, keeps my license current. Then I'm driving Kluger's car again this weekend, so hopefully I'll always, you know, have somebody ask me to fill in for somebody or come drive their car, and I can stay current with my license, and I'm happy with that right now. I don't want to go full-time big show racing again anytime soon. You know, I want to promote the barbecue sauce and get some things done around here, so racing the big car a couple times a year is just fine with me right now.
Right. So your overall experience with the Top Fuel car, how was it?
You know, it was a dream come true for me. You know, I've been dreaming about driving one of those things for 25 years. And to get the opportunity to do that, you know, I jumped at it. I didn't want to have any regrets. You know, I didn't want to be 70 years old down the road and go, you know what, you should have taken advantage of that opportunity. So I jumped at it, and I'm glad I did. I don't have any regrets. It's a great experience. And there's, you know, just a handful of people that get to experience that. So it was a great experience for me, especially with the Dunn family.
Right. Well, I'm glad you had a good experience.
So we're just concentrating on getting our nostalgia hot rod back running the way we want it and not hurting itself, and enjoying those races and taking care of some things around the house. And you know, I'm content. You know, I thought maybe I'd be watching the Mellow Yellow races on TV in Jones and like, oh man, I need to be there. I'm bummed that I'm not there, and I haven't seen that. I haven't felt that. So I'm content right where I'm at for now.
Yeah, I think that year satisfied you for your Top Fuel for a while.
Say that again, Dave. You broke up.
Oh, so I suppose that year driving for Jim Dunn satisfied your Top Fuel driving for a while.
Yeah, you know, I drove 2 years for him, so that's right at 48 events, and, you know, that's 48 weekends out of the year that I was gone, or out of 2 years that I was gone, plus my nostalgia racing. So, you know, the travel gets to you after a while. So, you know, I felt like I was missing out on something at home. So I just, you know, wanted to step back and regroup and get some things done at home, and I'm glad I did.
Now, you're a rock and roll guy, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely hair metal, 80s hair band rock.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it sucks how Chris Cornell is gone, man.
Yeah, you know, I have a lot of Chris's CDs, including Audio Slave, and, you know, I'm still a little upset about that deal. Don't really understand it, and probably won't ever understand it, but, you know, lucky that he left us with his music, which will live on forever.
Yeah, I was just reading one of my friends on Facebook. They were saying a lot of the Soundgarden lyrics had some dark lyrics in them.
You know, you can translate lyrics into whatever you want. Whether he wrote them that way for the ending, the way that it ended or not, we'll never know.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, I just enjoy his music. The guy's voice is outstanding, and, you know, I look toward the positive messages in his music or anybody's music, and that's what helps me get through the day.
Yeah, it seems like all the singers from the grunge scene are all dying, man.
Yeah, that we've lost a lot of them, you know, over the years, and it must be, you know, a tough axe to grind, but, you know, until you live in the guy's shoes, you don't know what they're going through. So, you know, my heart goes out to his wife and his family, his bandmates, and, you know, for comfort in such a tragic time.
Yeah. I think all we got left now is Eddie Vedder or Pro Jam, right?
Eddie, what was that, Eddie Vedder?
Yeah, I think that's the only singer we got left from the grunge days now.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah.
Because no more
you know.
Kurt Cobain's gone, Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, and now Chris Cornell. So,
times are changing, you know, and we just got to move on and listen to the music we like, and, you know, just fortunate enough we have satellite radio with music that, you know, or different stations, we can turn that on and find what we like.
Yeah. So on a race day, do you rock out in the pit?
You know, I always do. I have satellite radio in my trailer, and it's on Hair Nation, and it's easily cranked. You know, if it's not on Hair Nation, it's on Margaritaville. You know, if we're chilling out a little bit, but pretty much you're gonna walk up to my pit and hear Hair Nation cranked up, and that's what I like. You know, it gets us going. My guys like it. Makes them pick up the pace a little bit, work faster. And, yeah, it's a big part of my, you know, race weekend.
Gets the blood pumping, huh?
Yeah, it gets everybody going.
That's cool. So John, I want to thank you for your time for the interview today, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, man. I enjoy talking with you, and it's always great to be on the show.
No problem. I always enjoy promoting the drag racing, you know. Do what I can for you guys.
We appreciate it, Dave.
So any last words for everybody?
You know, just whatever it is out there you love to do, you know, do it while you can. Enjoy it. Enjoy the people around you, and enjoy the blessings.
Good words. Thanks for your time, John. Have a good night.
See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.